Longer than usual. Oh, don't need that. Okay. Sorry about that delay. I'm not the biggest technical wizard in the world, as you've come to know. Okay. We got there. Now. What are we doing? Oh, finishing the hard mode dungeons, because they're really fun. I thought they were just going to be similar to Mythic Plus, where it's just harder, and that's it. But they add, like, entirely new storylines. Or continue the storyline of the dungeon, which is very cool. An adventurer can hold his own in battle. Just so happens I've gotten word of a new challenge for one of your talents. Requires a bit of travel and a dash of heroics, but it'd be worth your while. Eastern Thanalin's lovely this time of year. You've heard of the training grounds at Halatali, I'll wager. The place fell into disuse after the calamity, but some adventurer or other put it to rights. Its owners claim to train gladiators and adventurers once more. Just as in the old days, a little paint, a little mass burial, and now the place is ready to take on challengers. If you're at all keen on the notion, go and talk with my friend Arl down there. I'll get you in the door. I'm trying to do these one by one just so I can follow along with the stories. It's one of the earlier dungeons in the game. What's up, Arl? Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I am Arl, and my friend Hugobert is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator's trade again? But he gets easily distracted, Hugobert does. Now, I'll wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the lad Fafajoni over there was talking about, aren't you? Probably. Ha! I knew it, the liberator of Halatali himself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there again. Got to restore the Colosseum games to what they were. Again. Are we the baddies? We're doing the slave fights again. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. Place could use some freshening up, and there are some lurking crawlies that need a good killing, but the brass blades are on that detail. So what do you say? Care to experience the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the liberator of Halatali return as the challenger. Nice. We're doing that. One thing I need to change. This guy does not match. Is mini guide? No. No. Companion. There we go. Let's put the Highland back on. There we go. There's my puffy hat. He looks wonderful. Now, since I'm doing this by myself, we are changing to warrior. Look at that. Tank use. New cinematic. What the hell is that? So it's an actual, like, Coliseum now. Oh. Big AoE does feel good. I see why people pull as big as they do. Not only is it efficient, it feels cool. I need an AoE that actually gives me Fury or whatever this mechanic is. There's no way to actually cast Steel Cyclone in AoE without using your single target rotation. Or Infuriate, I guess. I suppose I could do that more. Right into it. Maybe we continue, sir? That's a thing. Pyrakmon. That's a Digimon reference. I love it. Oops. I screwed up my opener. Don't know what this is, but I'm scared. Alright, somebody died. Alright, I think that guy was just too close. I think that was on him. Alright, he needs to die. We're popping cools. You gonna res him? Is he there? Okay. Skills are far beyond adventures. Keep your wits about you and may yet go far. Okay. Morning. This is an actual Coliseum now. Gird your loins. What's that from? Devil Wears Prada. Just a wave here. Simple wave stage. Good music. Hello. Double bear? Double bear. Triple bear? Nope. The Steel Tempest, Steel Cyclone is unlike Mytho Tempest because it does a lot more damage, unlike the single target where the Inner Beast does less damage than the last part of my combo. What is that? Alright, we have mechanics. There are orbs. Dying fast. Alright, no interrupting that. They're standing by orbs. I'm just gonna click on the eye next time that happens. Or that orb. Everyone's standing here. Alright. Mechanic done. That's a really cool graphic. That hit me? Huh. Oh well. Third and final stage awaits you. Not as nobler than a single combat between gladiators. Does that mean we're gonna split up for this fight? Because that'd be kind of cool. That happens in a lot of places in WoW. Even like the classic WoW endgame dungeons, it happens. Can't go further. Like in Scholomance, it happens. Darkmaster Gandling teleports you out of the room and you gotta fight your way out yourself. Whether you're a healer or tank, doesn't matter. Alright, friendlies. Gladiator must know how to defend every Yeah. I don't know what he said. My caffeine hasn't hit yet. Gladiator must know how to do something. Bongos are a nice touch. Can't move. This Scythe character is a Duerden. Does not look like a drow to me, I'm gonna be honest. Last battle. Let's go. That's a Hall of the Serious. The final test shall pit you against the finest gladiators you ever to grace the blood something. Bloodstained something. He looks angry. So does she. Alright. Seems like this is going to be a wave-based fight. Gonna have these guys, then the big guy coming out. What if this is a no-threat fight? Doesn't seem to be. They're on me. Just not grouping up. Alright. That was the prelude. You may be able to stand with the best of the blood sands, but how will you fare against something? Pick that guy up. Can't interrupt that. Oh, so they need to kill that. That's a generous timer. Whoops. I mistimed that. Hit the thingy. We'll get him, guys. Sprint. Just made it. Fun fight. And you got 50 tombstones for that. Glorious contest. I was hard-pressed to restrain myself from joining the fray. Sweet. Good job, team. Meh. I want all music. Oh, I forgot to start. I want to start my combat log. That means I have to quit. I'm going to do that very quickly. Alright, I'm going to swap over to countdown screen again. Because I know I have to exit this. Okay. Be back in 1 second. Well, it's still here, but you know, just loading this up. Again, I don't use this to crap on players or anything. I just, for my edification, I want to see if I'm doing my rotations correctly. Because if I want to subject people to doing hard mode content, I want to be pulling my weight. Okay. Good there, good there. Two seconds. We'll be back. That helmet, you looked almost identical to Sever. I didn't put that together. But yeah, it really does. Alright, we're back. I've had an urge to play Baldur's Gate 3 again, but not until after I'm done with this. Because the new patch, you know, they added a ton of stuff, subclasses and all that. And I've never done a Dark Urge in Baldur's Gate, so I need to do that. I have a problem playing a villain in games. I like playing the good guy. I was kind of spoiled in that because I know there is content and an ending if you choose the most good choice you can as the Dark Urge every single time. There's a separate ending for that. So I might just play into being evil just because I never do it. And I already know there's a thing there if you're good the whole time. Alright, we're back. What's up? Ooh. Stuff and things. Thank you. Damn. This is all giant upgrades. Thank you. What was I doing? Inventory. Need a gear for your ults? You made two. I'll take it. My inventory is a nightmare. Alright. So I'm going to have to glamour all that, because this is going to look way different. I mean, it looks good, but I like my look with the warrior gear, so I'm going to toss that on. I was gonna say if that was FF10 or not you're talking about. I didn't even know you got an airship in FF10. Ring still in my inventory? Let's see. Ah. Oops. Let's see. Wait, I don't want that. Crap. Forgot what the cool one was. Wasn't that? Oh, it's an armored chest, main hand. Yes, that was it. I hate this system so much. It's so bad. The biggest frustration with this game. Can't glamour unless it's 100% durability. There's no reason for that to exist. Just adds to the overall frustration with glamoring in general. Like, they make it so difficult. Dawn Trail would have been the perfect time to change everything. And then they don't have a repair everything button. You have to do this. Anyway. Did not add to gameplay experience. Doing all that. Like, what's the danger in glamoring something that isn't fully repaired? I don't understand. Alright, glamour plates, you, main hand. Jeez. So fun. Anyway, I'm done complaining. For now. It's like, for a game that prides itself on its glamour, and it's got amazing looking equipment, Just make it easier. Wow, we already did the work for you. Just copy them. Ah, there's an industrious ant, an adventurer in need of a bit of business, if I'm not mistaken. An anthill you want. The anthill you want is a Maginas and Sons mineral concern. Something's kicked it over good. You put out word for adventurers. Have skill, will move fast, that sort of thing. Perfect for you, I'll warrant. The client, a bit of a handful, a mite aggressive, but nothing you can't handle. The twins. You'll find them at the Miners Guild. Talk to Ciceruca. He's the miler of the two. Okay. Ooh, that's way on the other side of Ulda. Yeah, I think I'm going to try DPSing because I have the meter running so I can see how I do. Okay. Ulda is not the most fun place to try and get around. I'm just going to try and walk there because I don't have any of the things. Can I go that way? Cannot go this way. Have to go through the middle. At least we have Jog now. Hello, ladies. Should pick up some of these. Oh, got that one. Now I have the goldsmiths. This is probably the most confusing city. I think Gridania is probably the easiest. The Limps Elementa is not too bad, but you have the elevation. You can make things a little confusing. Heard about our petition, have you? And you'll do as we ask, no questions asked? Great attitude. Now then, situations like this. No, this isn't right. I'll be damned if I put our sister's fate in a stranger's hands. I'm going myself. Oh, brilliant plan, brother. Go blundering into the sunken temple of Karn. The place is a death trap. So that's the brother. What guarantees do we have this adventurer can beat those traps? None, that's what. But you know better than any what these muscles are capable of. Okay. What the hell do you mean you've beaten those traps already? Wait, you're the reason Neneko's in trouble? I'm gonna end you, I swear. Calm yourself, brother. This adventurer is not to blame for what happened. Besides, he's perfect for the task. So are they both brothers? Let's start again, shall we? I am Ciceruca, and this is my twin brother. Yeah, okay, they're brothers. Popokuli. As you may have gathered, we need you to mount a rescue mission in the sunken temple of Karn. After you defeated the temple's snares and traps, the place is officially open for research. The concern partnered with our Order of the Nal Dal to fund an expedition. Aye, the researcher team was led by none other than Neneko, our little sister. She's the one who wrote the book on the ruins of Silda, the research to end all other research on the place. Nobody except her was going to figure out that Silda and Ulda are both descended from the Beladian civilization. The sunken temple of Karn is the native rock. No way in seven hells was she going to not lead that expedition. But who comes bumbling in? A band of relic raiders, that's who. The gritty horse son set up a trap, and now our little sister is stuck in that stinking place. Poxy bastards putting Neneko in danger. If they aren't Tonberry mints already, you can be sure I'll end them myself. That's the situation as it stands. Talk to Bibi Moo at the entrance to the temple and she'll let you in. You go and get Naneko out of there in one piece, you hear? Okay. Oh, I can't fly out of here. This way. Welcome to the stately ruin that was, and is, the sunken temple of Karn. What a relief to actually send someone who's been here and knows the drill. The twins, they can be a little overbearing. They'll need some of that imperiousness soon enough, though, when it falls on them to run the concern. In case you didn't know, these two are the chairman's progeny, them and Miss Naneko. You find it much change within thanks to those fool robbers. Take care. But not so much as you cannot make haste. Okay. So they are the progeny of the people that run the syndicate. Interesting. Alright. Oh, you're not on server yet. I'll try to invite you. All right. Closed door. Alien looking things. Cool. So I got the damage meter working, but now it's blurring all the names instead of my own. Still annoying, because I want to see what damage that classes do. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Why is this gonna suck? I have no healing context. both useless. Okay. Well, I mean, the healer's job is to keep the tank's health above 0, so we can judge if they do that or not. Oh, we're supposed to be AoEing here. Whoops. Could have done that a lot better. The heck? I hate Steam Overlay, and I wish it would go away. No one ever wants to open that. I always do it by accident. Just take it away. I love you, Steam. Come on. Would have done the most DPS there, but I opened Steam Overlay and didn't know how to take it off. But I like having the meter. I'm pumping on trash, though. Trash DPS is vastly underrated. And WoW, at least. Everyone looks at logs on, the log site. Like, how do you do on a boss? Trash is most of the dungeon. If you do good trash DPS in WoW, you're a pretty useful class. Samuel, you make a lot of sense. I have the problem with thinking that and then forgetting to do what I'm thinking. And I'm very stunned. I have a hand on me. And then I just get annoyed when it happens again, even though I could fix it. But yeah, you are right. I need to change that. It's something about shift and tab. I accidentally hit a lot because I'm shifting for a lot of my keybinds, and then tab to tab target. And there you go. It's a boss? Oh, got to pop my big DPS cooldown. Good job, me. Lots of ads. I am pumping DPS. Maybe it's the WoW player in me that I like looking at it so much. Oh, I should have limit break there. That was a fat limit break with AoE. Alright. I don't know that mechanic. 1,000 Needles is a great spell in the pixel art games, though. Alright, no one has any ideas. We're just gonna hope for the best. Alright, 1,000 Needles is count. Okay. Lost count over needles. Somehow we did that. I don't think any of us know how. Alright, can we interrupt that? Can we do anything? It's done. It's gonna cast. And we die. Okay, I need to knock out the ads faster. Okay. Okay. I know I was doing my part. This is why I like having the damage meter, because I'm like, alright, am I holding us back here? And I'm not gonna say what the damage meter is, because you're not supposed to, but it's not me, so I feel good. Alright, we got one dead already. This is not going to be good. Alright. Alright, so it's just ads, looks like. If we kill the ads, we're good. Hey, I'm okay with it, though. Mechanic we actually had to work on. Good job, everybody. It's fun to wipe every once in a while after work on stuff. I'm hoping the dungeons and later expansions do get harder. Probably do, because it's stacking mechanics as you go along. But these are all sprouts, plus you, plus Demise here. So we're learning together. I'm not using any cooldowns on Trash because you're having to not pull big because the healer's not the best. So we're just gonna do Trash nice and steady. That's ominous. It's an American pedestal. And America can be ominous. Like the opening to Team America. One of the best openings ever. Where they take out like one terrorist in France and destroy the entire city. Alright, number 2. Got some Indiana Jones going on here. Did we miss something? We missed something. Got the sphere. Cool. I need a new dance. The base Rogadin dance looks like me dancing. Alright, last boss. Looks almost like a fidget spinner and a sword. Okay. Stay out of mean-looking mist. Noted. What else we got? Okay, probably get out of the way of that. My dots fell off. Ow. Step right into that. Heal myself because this healer's struggling a bit. I'm just going to limit break because I want to. Oh, fixation. Sprint. Nope, nope. Well. It's my lot in life. Ha! Wait, I'm a zombie. Alright, well. It was fun, guys. Great success. All right, good times. Can I try on? Well, got it anyway. It's for trading in. Ooh, cutscene. You're the one that caused all the commotion, aren't you? 12 stakes, walk softly. Nice beret. Non-intrusive first and systematic always. Never forget. Now then, who are you? One of the apprentice haulers? I saved the world from the Brambles and Empire, no big deal. Yes, I'm Neneko, but why would anyone be looking for me? What? Ancient traps have been triggered? I had no idea. I alone ventured into the deepest section of the temple, for the work there requires the most delicate of touches. I was completely oblivious to the commotion until you came. What are the members of my expedition? Please tell me they are safe. Scarcely any survivors? Gods be good. I had known that we were coming to a dangerous place, but all those lives. This is neither the time nor the place for mourning. Let us quit this place. I have a duty to notify our backers of this incident. Meanwhile, might I ask you to go tell Papo and Sese that I am fine. So they are the progeny of the heads of the Syndicate. Good to know. Miners Guild. Did it. Yes, where's Naneko? You better have good news or I'll let my brother do this his way. My dear brothers. Sister has the brains in the family. The fact that these can both be player characters is just funny to me. The size difference. I've worried you haven't, I am sorry, but as you can see, there's nothing to be concerned about. Naneko, I've been so worried about you. Aye, we feared the worst. It's good to see your face. I must thank you again, good adventurer. After we parted ways, I sent for a search party, and we were able to rescue the survivors. Naneko, from now on, I'm going to accompany you in all expeditions. Those Baladians were real bastards about booby traps. It's not safe for you alone. Brother, she won't be alone, because I am going with her. Brothers, you forget your duty. Your place is with the concern. You're right that the temple is dangerous, but I can make it safe. All of you need to believe. We must look at the causes, the twin causes, of today's incident. The people's belief that lie within magical relics, and that the ruins are now safe to traverse. Those temple raiders are already telling tales of deadly ancient traps in every tavern, but we'll let it be known it's no ordinary danger that awaits. The Order of Naldal has agreed to vehemently deny the temple's relics are cursed, that tales of looters found horribly dead afterwards are baseless. That should give instant credence to the opposite, and end the looting, for a while at least. Naneko, you're brilliant. I may be the strongest one, but you've got the good upstairs. I told you. Right you are about our sister, puny brother, and I'm not going to stoop to stating the obvious. They say history is the crystal of the past, but in these ruins, the past is fleshed out again. That is what I love about this work. I won't let the raiders despoil this place. The ruins are not of mine, to be dug and blasted for gil. If they want gold or gems, let them join the Miners Guild and toil for them. Amen, sister. Cool. So she is Indiana Jane, I'll call her. Alright, we're teleporting. War done. Alright, I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Just gotta go beat. Alright, we're back. See how many more of these dungeons we have to do. Well, we don't have to do these, but I think they're really cool. Seeing the continued story of each dungeon. Your reputation precedes you, Jacked. In fact, it's for that reason that I'd like to introduce you to someone. The minstrel at the end of the bar wandered in here the other day, said he was seeking inspiration for a new ballad, the sort only an adventurer of distinction could provide. Who better than the man who saved the world to give this minstrel the stories he seeks, huh? Humor the gentleman, I say. I guess... wait. No, I'm done. Wandering minstrel. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. If ever shall primal desire burn. I think this guy is the extreme guy. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of lights and a blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Lest you wonder, these are the words of Archon Louisoix. While not written as poetry, I find poetry within them nonetheless. Years ago, when I arrived in this land, I was beset with peril day and night, forced to endure countless trials which tested my mind, my body, and my faith. And I am not ashamed to admit that I would have faltered had it not been for the help of a handful of nameless adventurers, honest men and women who preferred the hand of friendship to a weary soul and led them safe from the darkness. When I look upon you, I am reminded of them. I can tell that you are well-traveled and possessed both of constancy and character. You are a man of the adventuring profession, yes? I seek a valiant hero whose deeds might serve as inspiration, and I have reason to believe I have found him. After all, was it not you who faced Gaius Van Belsar and his elegant weapon? True. You must tell me everything that happened. Omit nary a single detail, I beg you. Typical bard. It's like the bard in Baldur's Gate 3. Truly a tale worthy of legend, so eerily it matches the writings of Archon Louisoix. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and a blade born of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate but unto one. The Black Wolf was a conqueror who aspired to rule through might, and the weapon was key to his ambitions. Yet in the end, the people of Eorzea entrusted their fates to a brilliant blade, the Warrior of Light. A rather fitting moniker, in my humble opinion. Thank you. At last, I found the inspiration I sought. A battle to decide the fate of the realm. The words, the notes, I feel them coming together. Your tale, Jack de Barra, your song. From an era long forgotten, a blade of midnight drawn. From distant land uncharted, a warrior who bears the dawn. Okay. Okay, so I can just do this again, basically. Cool. What else you got? Ah, well, if it isn't Jack, just the adventure I was hoping to see. I don't know that hairstyle. Is that hairstyle allowed in game? I haven't seen that. Do you know the blacksmith Eganoff? He's quite an accomplished craftsman. In fact, anyone who's had dealings with Arena is surely to have come across his creations. It's always been a pleasure to have him as a regular here at the Seventh Heaven. Isn't that... yeah, that's a Seventh Heaven. That's a show from the 90s. But he's been quite irritable as of late, and particularly drowning in his cups, I fear. I fear his recent work, or perhaps lack thereof, may have something to do with it. This may seem a trifling matter to someone as traveled as yourself, but it would mean so much to me if you would speak with him. I can think of no one better to offer him a word or three of encouragement. Yoshi P. Self-insert. Cool. You can really tell the quality games are being produced by the producers or president of said companies. Like Yoshi P is actually Raider himself, and like Sven from Larian. And what's his name? id Software. You want the nerds running things, which hasn't been the case with, you know, most big companies. They bring in professional CEOs who aren't gamers, and you end up with shit. Can't you see I'm thinking, lad? Off with you. Alice sent you, did she? I suppose she just happened to mention me contract with Arena, eh? I thought she'd be satisfied with me vintage gear. There was a time it practically flew off the shelves, bringing adventurers with tombstones by the bucket, but now, you damn divas are a fickle lot, and apparently none of you caught dead in my stuff no more. Now I've got Runa jumping up and down my throat, clamoring for something new, something the realm hasn't seen. The woman expects too bloody much, I tell you. But if I don't fill my contract, she'll have thugs fitting me for lead boots. If only I pissed out bright ideas each John like it did me ale. Hold your horse bits. I know you from somewhere. You're the one adventurers who started the bloody relic armor movement way back when, ain't ye? As I live and breathe. Try as I might and holy hills that I try, I wasn't able to recreate the masterworks. There was something about them. A certain quality even the great Eganoff weren't going to match. Suppose one never truly can rival the classics, eh? Ah, Liz, you sly shrew. That's why you sent this one. You wanted him to remind me of the old days when Armorcraft was about the armor and naught else. Somewhat along the way, I reckon I got caught up in the hurly-burly and lost my way. You know, I reckon it's high time I got back to basics. Focus more on who'll be wearing my gear than the paltry tale on that Makote selling me parts. Might be then and come up with something that'll satisfy old Arena. Cheers, lad. It was kind of you to stop by, and while you're here, how about I fix up your own set of relic gear? My assistant, Cacklin here, can augment each and every piece. Of course, that's assuming you can bring him the proper parts. I ain't running a charity. Don't go forgetting your gear neither. Okay. Let's go green. Okay, so this you can just die. Cool. Alright, I'm not worried about that. So have we done all the hard modes? It's possible. Blood for stone, maybe not. Oh, yep, this dungeon. I love this dungeon. I seek a certain adventurer for a cause most just. Are you not jacked? Thought you had the right aspect. 'Twas you who played the thief for the night at the Stone Vigil. The Dragon's Guard there keep jealously, it said, and you slipped unseen into the cloudy fortress. It will not be their keep for much longer, however. The forces of Ishgard amassed by the Sea of Clouds. Now, this is for your ears only, but the blockade has spread a prelude to the attack. Lord Drillmont commands the siege, and you would have your counsel. I'm but one of many. You seek. I don't remember what that said. You must be a man of rare quality. The proud knights of Durandare are not accustomed to taking, let alone seeking, outside help. Ishgard is a cradle air I breathe, and I yearn to see the Stone Vigil reclaimed from the Dravanian horde. Will you not go to the White Room front and aid Lord Drillmont? Let's do that. There's so many regular quests. Which is cool, because if that's your shtick, if you want to level up another job, you can just go from place to place. The first time I played this game, like 3 years ago, I treated it like a WoW player. So I went to every zone, collected all of these, and knocked them all out. I soon realized how silly that was and how much I was over-leveling everything. Belmont. Jack Tebara, you've come to lend us your strength. House Durandare is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know that the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defenses and entered the keep. As depraved a foe as the Dravanians are, they have a certain cunning. They place teams with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a foam of advance. We came to slay dogs and are bled by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stormed the keep, the enemy sealed the breach behind them. The Vigil headgate is now a welter of molten iron and stones sharp as a headsman's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, but we must go by air. I shall lead the second wave, and would have you join your strength to ours. Sir Nathaline awaits you near the stone vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. Okay. Oh, right up there. Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about 12. 12? Final Fantasy 12. Because 13 you hear a lot about, because a lot of people hated it. 10 you hear about, because everyone loved it. 12 was just kind of there. So I don't know anything about it. Hail, Jack. Lord Drillmon sent word. The airship will not be long in coming, and then we charge. All Wiper in front knows your name, Jack Tibara, who penetrated the stone vigil's defenses. Why, to this very day, I remember the cheer that rang out when we heard you'd laid his Gaban low. Your presence here is tonic. Pure tonic for the troops. Too long have the damned dragons desecrated our keep. Alone willing, the stone vigil should return to Ishgard before this day is out. Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna swap over to tank for this one. Just want to see, like, one dungeon how I was doing at Bard. Cool. So, I swapped over to tank. Okay, you swapped over too. 12 was one of your favorite. Interesting. I've never heard that stated before. When I'm done... No, I shouldn't queue. When I'm done with Final Fantasy XIV, I'm going to continue my Final Fantasy playthroughs, because I went through 6 before I played this. So I will eventually get to 12. Yeah, I've heard nothing but bad things about 13. Stone Vigil. The only things I've seen about 13, I've seen like a little bit of gameplay, and it seems like the whole game is a hallway, and that was people's main complaint. Like, you just go straight. It's like the most linear of linearity. And I'm loving these Tard mode dungeons. It's like, alright, we defeated the dungeon. As we leveled up, what are the repercussions of that? And now we're seeing that. It's way better than Mythic Plus. Oh, our dancer's getting hit on. Does look good. And then she downplayed the compliment. That's what I do. It's kind of common, everyone does it. Let's go bigger. This guy's not stunnable. Can't continue until we beat this. Character with a fro that looks like he got separated from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Hey, Earth, Wind, and Fire, one of the greatest bands ever. But yeah, it might be tonally inconsistent with that game. Gornitch! Just the niche I was looking for. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Terrible opener. They admired that it looked beefy. Holy crap. It's one of those tank busters they don't tell you about. He's got one shot there. I've talked about this a lot, but I really do hope, now that Expedition 33 crushed the way it did, that maybe the next Final Fantasy they allow it to be a turn-based thing. Like, hey, people still like these games. You can read interviews with the guys at Square, and they basically said, like, hey, we want to get the new generation of Final Fantasy players. So people like action games now, let's make action games. The counter-argument to that is, hey, like, the people who played the original games, we're still playing video games. Like, we're still part of the buying population. Maybe you can cater to us a little bit, too. Again, as evidenced by Expedition 33 absolutely crushing. Keep moving. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, we got the cannons we gotta do. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have pulled over here, because everyone's getting pelted now. You got it? Okay. It went from action to turn-based. Interesting. So they went the opposite in Yakuza. It's done. Alright, boss fight. But I did see, I gotta look that up. There is a tweet from Square basically saying, hey, we love the success of 33 and we're taking notes. Or something similar to that effect. Alright, we have... Okay. Okay, I can't move. Oh. I'm dumb. Didn't see my hotbar. So is this still a fight? Gonna go pick up ads. Probably not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna go be a tank. I've not played World of Final Fantasy, no. Well, this isn't the most engaging fight, but at least it's showing a new mechanic, which they can work with later. Because you gotta introduce the concept of using the environment like that somehow. We can use it later. Off on that bolt. Big deeps. The only Final Fantasy properties I've played are the mainline. Can't interrupt that. The mainline games I've played and Final Fantasy 14. So I haven't done any of the spin-offs, no Bravely Defaults, anything like that. Well, I've played Super Mario RPG, which is technically kind of a spin-off. Considering it's basically just a Final Fantasy game with a Mario skin over it. Alright, what's this guy got? The original fight was a flying dragon guy. This looks to be much different. Save spots at the sides. I'm assuming that'll be relevant. Soon. Big opener. Alright, he does not care about the rat. Try to taunt him, but... Oh, add? This guy seems to be doing whatever he wants. Seems like everything's going alright. Oh, Beast Gauge. Use some of that. Alright. I was gonna say, that can't be it. Waiting for that big AoE, because someone said safe spot on the side, so... I haven't seen it yet. Getting worried. Oh, that was it. Alright, good times. Meh. A lot of this stuff I think would look good in female characters. So again, if I want to level a bunch of other classes, I might just level a female character, just so I can use different glamours, have it look good. Drummond, I did it. Alright, we're almost done with the level 50 contract we want to do. The only other thing I have to do after all these dungeons, or I don't have to do any of this. The only thing I want to do is do coils unsynced, so we're going to plow through it, but I want to see the story. Jack, I'm glad to see you safely returned. By the grace of the Fury and the aid you have given us, we have taken back what is ours. Surely you saw what the Dervanians left in their wake, a ruin. A blood-crusted eye in need of much physicking, before I can resume watch over the dragons. It will be long and hard work to rebuild the stone vigil. Long and hard. One battle ends, another begins. Our way is a holy one, and there is no rest for the pious, except in the arms of the Fury herself. Never shall be depleted the ranks of Ishgard's glorious dead. Never shall the prayers of the righteous be in vain. The dragons will perish, this I swear. My sword's whole and broken. Great. I think we may be done with those. Yeah. Dungeon quest in South Shroud Camp Tranquil. Okay. Let's try that. We have a lot of poetics now. I don't know what I want to use them on. Because I don't really want the warrior set. It's kind of meh. Character currency. We can afford like one piece of gear. Maybe I'll just hang on to him in case I level up another class. I see no dungeon quest. Nope. Alright. We're going to continue the MSQ then. Because I don't have time to do all of Coils right now. I'm pretty sure I did that one. That was the Tonberry thing. Probably for another... Oh yeah. Hard mode, Moogelmog. Amongst Moogelkind, the legend of good King Moogelmog doth tell of a wise and magnanimous ruler. Alas, the entity thus summoned put the lie to this imagining with his brief and decidedly unpeaceful reign. It was most disturbing for me to learn, then, that the Moogelsguard have once more succeeded in placing their manic potentiate upon his thorny throne. Methinks the agents of chaos doth lurk in the shadows of this deed. Only from the Asians' guileful intervention could they have called the king back from Aether with such haste. As ever, it falls to thee, to the blade born of light, to banish the Paragon's dark ambition from our realm. The 12 only know what dire power doth corrupt the savior of these gentle forest folk. Thy name hast been called, Jack. The more moderate faction of the Moogles hath joined with the Order of the Twin Adder in an effort to open thee a path to the good king's domain. I Bid thee make haste to the adder's nest. And once more pledge thine aid in opposing this royal myth made of flesh. Let's open this up. For the Scions, glad I am to see you. Oh, these guys are Irish, that's right. I assume you have been apprised of the situation regarding the Mughal monarch. After your previous deposal of the king, Kubla Kop approached the Mughals' guard, attempted to convince them of the error of their ways. Unfortunately, it appears his efforts at persuasion have been rather the opposite effect. The royal sentries reportedly flew into a frenzy and focused their righteous indignation into a new summoning ritual. Mayhap it was the unwavering intensity of the Mughals' guard prayers, but the king has returned to the forest enveloped in an almost blinding aura of majesty. Kubla Kop tells us that the dauntingly maniacal avatar is now taken to calling himself the Great King Mughal XII. Suffice it to say, the Elder Seeds here is willing to condone the necessary act of regicide. For the safety of all who dwell within the Twelveswood, it has been decided that the king must fall. A certain member of Elder Seeds here's personal guard has already escorted Kubla Kop to the ward that shields the monarch's domain. Those among us with the ability to see Mughals are often in high demand, but considering the urgency of our mission, our leader felt it best to expedite matters. Pray make your preparations and set up as soon as you are able. Kubla Kop awaits you in the bramble patch in the shroud. Let's go there. Hawthorne Hut. These queues didn't take long before, but that was for Titan, Ifrit, and stuff, so we'll see if this one is super long. We haven't done Odin yet, because we weren't able to get a group. What's up, fellas?
Oh, I knew you'd come at last. I was hoping, Cooper. Not long ago, I had a stern word with the Mughals guard about the dangers of turning pleasant fairy tales into disturbing reality, but they insisted that the intimidating force that is good King Mughal XII, may his scepter of judgment ever command our respect, is the exact sort of savior we need. The Mughals guard are afraid, Cooper, afraid of how the forest has changed, afraid of the never-ending conflict, and afraid that we Mughals have no place in this new world. I'm scared of those things too, but the thought of unleashing a royal menace upon the Twelveswood scares me even more. Please, you must deal with them formally before this goes too far. A measured thrashing, of course, nothing too brutal. You can enter Thornmarch here, through a tear made in the ward. Take care, good fortune, and in the meantime, I'll let the others know that the great King Mughal XII, may his reign end with minimal bloodshed. I love these things. We'll be vacating his throne, Koopa.
Alright, let's see how long this queue is. Oh, it's extreme. Okay. We're not doing extreme, because that's a dedicated group of people. We're not doing that. If I find a group willing to do old content, that would be really fun, and I would love to grind it out, but just in a party finder, not going to happen. Could do it unsynced, but what's the fun in that? Alright, let's see if there's anything here. Gunbreaker 60. Let's go up here. Old Gridania. Let's see. Lancer, leatherworkers, blue stuff. There's the one-eyed Emperor. What's this? Botanist. Alright. It is well that you are here, Jack. Some burdens are too heavy to bear even for those favored to abide. Know that you were chosen as much for your true heart as your skill. I speak to you in the name of the 3 Seed Seers. The eldest, Canisena, you will already know as the guardian of our fair land. 2 siblings has she. As younger of the pair, Aransena, who hears the voice of the elementals with greatest clarity. And what he has heard lately is troubling indeed. These dark stirrings have traced to the lost city of Ampador in the South Shroud. The city once throve in the fullness of magic during the 5th Astral Era, but it was sealed in the wake of the demise. Alas, the Trollswood has been out of balance since the calamity, so riotous has its aspect become that the seal was severely weakened. When this happened, the forest surrounding the city began to wither and die. We would enjoin you to investigate the cause. Now, I must confess, this is a task for the Twin Adder, normally, but we do not live in normal times, Jack. The company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you were sent, for the need is great. Go now to the Seed Seer Reo O Senna at Camp Tranquil. Listen well to what she says of her brother's divination. Okay, let's do that. Alright. Now I look cool.
Ah, hear about the cursed pile of rocks that called a lost city of Ampdor, I assume. I am Rei Wisena, sister to the Elder Seed Seer. Brother Isumiyan hasn't told you much, has he? Discretion is the better part of his valor. Well, aside from Amptador Keep, the city is all that remains of an advanced magical civilization from the 5th Astral Era. No record survive of how the city met its end, but the elementals tell us all was undone by what the Great One calls an unclean presence. I fear that what my brother senses is this very thing. It's said in a strained way after so many centuries. It hungers for another city to slake its thirst on. Take it from here, sister.
You're a tiny little dude.
There you are, brother. Why must you dawdle so and leave the tedious explanations to me? Now convey all that you felt to this artful adventurer. My sister pains me as a bumbling rustic, which I assure you I am nothing of the sort. I am simply attuned to something greater, which brings us to this darkness stirring in Ampador behind the barrier. Something is kindled there, and daily it grows. And how distant the elementals are, I've not seen the like of it. They show me what feels like awakening and nightmares. I fear this calls for more prosaic sensing than that of my rare gift. Some disaster slouches toward us. Once you discover the source of these dark visions and nip it in the bud. You are our best hope, Jack. Surely you can find the will to journey to Ampador. You shall find a wood whaler by the name of Alfine keeping vigil at the barrier.
Let's do it.
And don't worry about returning here to tell us of your findings. The elementals will doubtless keep us appraised. But enough talk. Good luck, Jack.
Okay. Going down there.
Seed Seers have sent word of your coming. You're bold indeed to willingly glimpse into the darkness. The lost city festers more and more by the day. And they say you're to lance the boil, eh? Beyond this gate lies a land out of balance, its earth aspect sapped by the calamity. You had best be prepared before proceeding further. Rotten wrong, that's what you'll see. Creatures run mad, tormented by hooked burrs that clutch and burrow. Ahem. Well, good luck with that. No doubt you'll prevail, being favoured of the Seed Seer and all. Fight well.
Cool. Let's do it.
Lost City of Ampador.
Let's see what we got. Something about elementals. Got pollen everywhere. Okay. Fun. Nice music. Odd mobs. We don't know if that thing is a threat table or if it just sits there. I think it just sits there. Funny looking dude. We all here? Oh, Mimic. Little AoE. Anything else? Sucking? Oh. He ate somebody. So we gotta kill the Voracious Maw? Yes. Pretty straightforward so far. Alright, healer's in there, so we gotta kill this quickly. Pretty straightforward. And it's probably harder with lower item level gear. Kind of a DPS check. Another one of these things. Check on that later. Cool dungeon though. I like the atmosphere. Oh, I have a lot of poison on me. I'm like, why am I taking a lot of damage? Oh, 17 debuffs. Man, that's why. That'll do it. Alright. Boss fight. Can't stun, can't intros. Always have to check. Got a target on me. Just gonna go ahead and cast a defensive. Alright. Not too bad. Music's so calming right now. Oh, this vastly changed feel. We're in a horror movie. Definitely get that. Range mobs are annoying. Come on, just group up. You know you want to. They're not going to. Alright, last boss. This reminds me of the Abyss in Dark Souls 1. When you fight Manus at the end. Looks like a much skinnier Manus. Ooh. Gates, we have colors. Someone's targeted. Don't know what that means. Ultimate Terror. That can't be good. Face me as thy deepest, darkest nightmare. Okay. Do we have to hit this gate? I'm assuming we have to hit this gate. Otherwise, why would this be here? Oh, you have to find the one that opens. Cool. Cool mechanic. Oh, we are stunned. Cool fight. Alright, let's look through this loot list. I think I already lost some. Cool dungeon. Very big tonal shift partway through. Yeah, man, thank you. Give me a lot of fast cues. Oh, don't even have to turn that in. Okay. Cool, I think we're done with all the 50 dungeons. Somebody check out the samurai real quick. Wait. No, I think that's Hildebrand quest. Which is a very long quest. I'm not doing that yet. I want to knock that out in one sitting. Where was... Oh, right there. Oh, right in front of me. Come on, come all, and marvel at a mystery of the Far East. A swordsman hailing from exotic Hingashi, whose blade work is quicker than the eye can see. Don't let his age fool you, although he may be, he's already made short work of one of Alda's meanest gladiators, and now he seeks a new challenger. If you can best him, you'll be rewarded with a rare Hingan treasure. Just one condition, you must fight with the same blade as the old man's. If you think you have what it takes, proceed to the Gladiators Guild and make yourself known to the Far Eastern Elder. Okay. Alright, right there. Convenient. So I have to fight a samurai as a samurai, and I don't know how to play a samurai. This aura, unusual, yet undoubtedly formidable. Dare I hope a worthy challenger has come? Well met, friend. I am Musosai, a samurai of Hingashi. Lest you wonder, samurai are swordsmen of the Far East. You know that the swords we wield are unlike those of this land. Katana they are called. For a duel I shall lend you such a blade, along with a stone, a talisman of sorts. Wear them on your person and you shall become one of us. At least in appearance, if not sooth. Okay? My inventory is again a nightmare. gave me coffer. That's quite the outfit. Let's go with it. Ah yes, in your gaze I see the stirrings of a newborn samurai. Display in the stone has already bequeathed some of its memories unto you. Adapting the memories is one thing, mastering them is quite another. We shall see how you fare against me. Prepare yourself, young samurai. We begin as soon as you're ready. Okay. Good God. This is going to take a lot. Okay, do that. This is here. This is my 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to spend some time, probably off stream, familiarizing myself with this, because this is going to take a while. Learn a whole new class. And I don't want to submit everyone to me reading for half an hour. So, I'm going to call that for today. But we got basically everything we wanted to get done at level 50. Besides coils, but we'll get there when we get there. So we finally proceed with the story, and I know there's a lot of quests before we get to Heaven's Ward, so I need to start knocking those out. Also, I think I'm going to start a bit earlier in the morning, much to my girlfriend's chagrin, because I want to add an hour, if I can, to the stream, so we can get more done. Because I'm really enjoying the game, and I'm really excited for Heaven's Ward. So tomorrow, probably 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, instead of 10. Alright. I'll log out like I normally do. So we get the cool cutscene. Thank you all for watching. That was a lot of fun. We got all the 50 hard mode dungeons done, which were really cool because they added a lot to the story and give you context for why you're doing these dungeons. You're not just doing them for fun. So looking to gear sets or faster job switching. Yeah, I definitely do it the ghetto way, and I should probably do that. But next time. But yeah, it's fun. Tomorrow we're going to either get a coils group, if possible. If not possible, just continue with the MSQ. But other than that, thank you all for watching. Leave a follow if you enjoyed. It does help the stream a lot. Other than that, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.